Hi guys, this is Tao and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a kind of a 2016 year review plus, the type of goals and objectives for 2017. So I have my little notebook here. So I'm going to start off by kind of going over the kind of goals I set for 2016 and how I did. So this is what the moleskin. So I have this like hardcover, like an orange notebook. It's pretty much just like blank, like lined paper, and I have little like it's not really like a bullet journal. Mine is pretty much like a to-do list, like a daily to-do list. This is only for work though. Like I have like all the important information here. So if I ever lose this, I'm screwed. I'm just saying, because I don't remember like passwords or anything. But anyways, so for 2016, so one is pass real estate exam, which I did. So technically now if I want to go to like a realty firm, like, Remax, John Scott, Windermere, like any type of those places, I could sign up to be an agent or like a realtor. But then I did some research, like I actually went to those companies and kind of find out like how much it will cost to be an agent. And like if you're a new agent, the cut you get isn't very good. So like let's say you sell a house, right, and then you get your commission. As a new agent, like depending on which firm you talk to, it's like 70-30 or like 50-50 even. So, and then you're technically like a contractor, so you don't really get any benefits. And well, this is like, I'm not doing this like full-time or anything, this was gonna be just like a side job type thing. But like at the end of it, unless you pursue this hardcore full-time, which I'm not going to, like this was before my like promotion to my current job, so like I had energy to do that, but now I can't handle it. So like I'm not gonna do this full time. I did some math. If I didn't sell any house or any properties at the end of the year, I'll be out like $6,000, because you have to like, regardless of whether or not you sell properties or not, you have to pay like a desk fee to be licensed under the firm based on the companies that I've talked to. So I'm just like, nah. But I passed the exam, so I crossed this one off. Second, have a baby. Done. Thank you very much. That was, yeah, that was the goal. But yeah, and the baby's doing really well, and we kept her alive, so yay. Get back to pre-baby weight. That did not happen. I did not cheat myself. I did not cross this one out. I did not check it off. That did not happen. I thought I was gonna be one of those people that could just bounce back like that, but apparently, nope. I still have like 20 pounds left to go. I mean, granted, I think I did gain some muscle mass, but ever since, I don't know, I was going to the gym consistently for a while and I saw some results, but then I just stopped going. I don't know, I think having a lot of, like I mentioned this in my previous video, I think having people around, like having my mom here, how should I put this, it really made me kind of like, it forced me to change my habits a little bit, because I do best on my own when there's no one around. I can prioritize, I can, like a lot of times people put their baby in daycare or whatever, so like baby's somewhere safe, do their thing, and then you have some time alone, right? And then in the evening when you come home, you can hang out with the baby and whatnot. Having my mom here, she watches the baby during the day, and like she's home all the time. I don't like doing stuff when I know that she is like sacrificing her time and energy to watch the kid. So when she's home, I try to be home and I, interact with her, watch the kid and whatever, when I'm working, she's watching the kid, whatever. But then at night, it's Brian and my responsibility to watch the kid, to give her some break. So because of that, I know it's just kind of like excuses, like people, if you really want to do it, you'll prioritize and you'll make time for it, but people do things differently, and I do not like to do things when there are other people around. It's probably just like the Asian upbringing. I feel like I'm being selfish if I'm doing things that's beneficial to me, but someone else is sacrificing, you know, just giving up their time and stuff they want to do to watch the kid for you, you know? So, I don't know, I think it would be just better if the kid is in daycare. Did not get back to pre-baby weight. Improved my career, and that I can very proudly say I did. I'm finally in a position that, like, I really enjoyed my previous team, and I really enjoyed my management team, but that position, the job function, wasn't really what I signed up for. It's one of those jobs that it was a really nice job, but I just didn't enjoy it. That's why I was trying to find alternate route by, you know, the real estate stuff, and then, you know, I also put down like programming and that kind of stuff on my goal because I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing, and I wasn't really learning anything. So now in my current job, it is the promotion, and so financially it's better, and I'm also learning so much more. I'm dealing with a different level of clients that it's forcing me to learn more. I mean, trust me, the learning curve is very steep, and the internal processes and systems we had to use and people that we had to deal with it's kind of ridiculous, like how many emails I get a day just from like internal people, just like, and any given email there's like 20 people on the email. I'm like, why? I don't even know who these people are. But you know, that's the kind of stuff that I'm forced to be more comfortable with. So it's a really good learning experience, and I'm really enjoying what I do, and I love my new team. So, you know, I'm really proud that I was able to achieve that in 2016. Next is start and keep a budget, and that I did not do. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that, and we did not get to it. So yeah. And then the next one is rent out Seattle house, which we did. So the next two, unfortunately, I had to cross out. One is start Six Sigma. And for those of you who don't know, Six Sigma is kind of like an operation, like a project management type certificate program. There's like different color belts, like white belt, green belt, whatever. So my company used to have like this program where they kind of, I think they still do, if you're in a certain role, like our company will kind of compensate it, like we'll get like reimburse you for that if you're in a certain role. I think they used to do it for like everyone, but they cut their budget on that. So I think now it's only applicable if you're in operation or project management, which I'm not, so I had to cross that one out. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't have bandwidth to do that anyway. I just wanted to have something, you know, it's like sometimes you get bored and you want to add something to your resume, you know, so. And then, so I didn't do that. I had to cross it out. And then the next one is the nano degree. So I mentioned before, there's a website called Udacity, and I'll link it down below. Anyone can do it. They have a lot of courses for free, and it's really, really, really good. It's really interactive. It's very fun. They have all sorts of stuff on there. They have nano degrees program where you have to pay for, and it's, I think, $199. Well, it depends on what program you sign up for. I did like intro to programming where I signed up for it, and it was like $200 a month. And my company has a tuition reimbursement program. I was thinking that, like, okay, for Udacity, they said if you finish a nano degree within a year, because it's like self-paced, right? Some people take longer, some people can like knock it out in like a month, if you're really talented and you have a lot of time. So I was like, okay, so they're saying that if you take it, if you finish the nano degree program in less than a year, you get 50% off. So I was thinking, okay, well, if I knock this out within a year, then, you know, if that company paid for it, it's going to be free. So why not, right? and then I started doing it, and it's like it's really fun, but it requires a lot of like focus and attention, and I don't know, I just didn't, I think it was a bad time for me, like timing wise, for me to start it, because I just didn't have time and I didn't have energy. Ollie was waking up like 5 times a night, so I had to cut that short, and I was out like $600. But you know, maybe that's something I can do in 2017. So overall, 2016 was pretty good for me personally. I mean, like, it sucked for the country, but let's not get into that. So now I made some goals for 2017. The big one is start and keep a budget. So now, so Brian and I, like, I know this is bad, but we never really had a budget. We don't really have a joint account or anything, and this is getting like too personal, which I'm just like, that's about as personal as I'll get. So like, he has his account and I have my account, and then we both kind of like use, like, I use my money to do whatever I want, you know what I mean? So like, personally, I have like a budget, but we don't have like a joint budget. And that's something we need to start out, because we have to pay for daycare now. Kid stuff expensive, and you know, it's just a bunch of like unforeseeable, well, you can see it coming, but like, there are just a bunch of like stuff that we have to budget for now than before. So we need to kind of sit down and spend some time going over all of our monthly expenses and see exactly where our money is going, and make additional cuts and plan accordingly. Because I mean, like, knock on wood, we've been fortunate enough where we have an emergency fund, we have our like 401k and IRA all set up, but like with our disposable income, we haven't really been mindful about where the money is going. Like, if you look at my bank statement, it's just like food, drink, material stuff, merchandise, you know, like all of that is like frivolous spending. It's just, I shop because I get bored, you know, all the makeup stuff, like, you know, that's all gonna go away in 2017. Well, it's gonna be like kept to a minimum. Next is buy a house. I really like the house we are currently living in. Brian, it's like an older house that's been completely renovated, but the bones are still old. The layout of the house is still old. So it's something that, yeah, we really like the location of the house, but Brian is used to modern houses where, like, our previous house, like the master bedroom took up an entire floor. It's like a suite, right? It has like a fancy shower and that kind of stuff. So Brian's like, it's okay with a smaller house but more modern finishes, and you know, like, it's something that you compromise, right? So that's on our agenda. And next up, we have nano degree in programming. You know, like I just was talking about, this year wasn't really a good year for me in terms of like starting like a certificate or a degree type of thing, because I haven't really had time to do it, and you know, with people around and everything. So next year, when my mom leaves and Ollie's in daycare, I think we'll have more, like, I will be more focused on work instead of worrying that, like, you know, if my mom's being bored and that kind of stuff. I don't know. that's just me, my Asian guilt. And so that's on my agenda. And also, it's just like with the way the world moves now, with like in terms of career and jobs and that kind of stuff, things are leaning more toward the STEMs, like the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, you know, I think just, even though kind of the field I'm in now is more in business development, that kind of stuff, I think working for like a tech company and like, it will be really good to have, because I have my business background already. It would be really good to combine that with the technology, at least some basic knowledge, you know. So that way it would just make my resume look better, I should say. You know, like, the more things you learn, it's not that like I'm on the lookout for like a new opportunity, but the more credentials you have, the easier it is for you to differentiate yourself from other candidates when, like, if and when you're looking for a new opportunity. You know what I mean? And that's that. And then next is the Bikini Body Guide. I've heard so much about this on Instagram, and just like some of my friends are doing it. So I'm just gonna do like one round of it. I found some like PDF online, so I was just gonna follow that and see how that goes. I did like one day, and then I couldn't walk for like a week, so I'm excited to see what this, like, if I'm like consistent with the workout, like how that would do. So I'm not really gonna focus on a number anymore. I just want to like focus on getting through the program, like the Bikini Body Guide, like the workouts. So I just want to see like a difference in my body. I'm just like tired of being flabby. This next section is all about beauty. So one is at least one video a week. I think I've been getting a little better at like filming lately. You know, getting ready with me's are very easy to film. But I do want to make at least one video, upload at least one video a week. I'm planning on uploading on Sunday, so that, you know, I can film during the week. I have time, or if not, I have like Saturday as a buffer, and then, like, you know, I have time to edit and upload on Sunday. So that's my goal. The next is just, you know, use up product and buy less. So I have set a goal of using up 25 full-size makeup items, like cosmetics, like color items, and 25 minis. So like foundation, concealer, you know, all the like the stuff that you use every day, like the color items. So I have that. So like overall like 50 makeup items, 25 full-size, 25 minis, 10 full-size skincare items, and 10 hair care items. I feel like hair care is going to be a tough one because I don't really use a lot. Oh, by the way, speaking of hair, I got my hair cut. This, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a $15 haircut. What? Yeah. So I went to this like Vietnamese place like right next to a Chinese grocery store. So my hair used to be like down to my waist, and I was like, because I haven't dyed my hair since I got pregnant, and so like all these are like new growth, and then I have some like, here you can still see some like lighter parts. It was like almost yellow, so I was like, just, you know, chop off. I told her like this much, but then like apparently my this much and her this much are different, so now they're like, it used to be on my waist, now it's like the longest part is above my boobs. So she added some layer. I like it, you know, it's really lighter. It's a lot lighter, and it's just a lot softer because I don't have the dry ends anymore. So yeah. But I mean, I don't really use a whole lot of hair care, so this is gonna force me to use some up. And yeah, but that's it. So please let me know what your, just like list one goal, like the main goal you have for 2017 down in the comment section. And appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. Give this video a thumbs up if you are proud of me for finishing some of my goals in 2016, and subscribe if you want to see all the videos that are coming up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.